or something? There we go. All right, so the buyer and seller sales process. I have this for you guys. It is on band, so you can see the entire, and this, what I have for you guys is what I send to my clients. So anytime I pick up a new buyer who are seeing houses, I will send them this process so they could see everything, right? Identify homes, make an offer on that home, negotiate the offer, schedule your inspection, make your escrow, to get all your documents over to the lender, schedule the appraisal, review, close, all that. And step by step, I have that for you to send to your clients for both buyers and sellers. So, an overall process, they're very, very different, but we have that laid out for you guys. You'll understand it a little better the more you do it.
Sometimes you're a seller agent, sometimes you have to go beyond the point, like when they have the inspection.
Yes.
You gotta go there and open the house.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, you'll even as a seller's agent, you always want to be hands-on. You always want to be hands-on. You always want to be that guiding hand, moving the deal forward. You always want to be that guiding hand for everybody, the buyer, the seller, the appraiser, the inspector. You want to be that curator. Right? You want to be that person that's there to help move this deal forward every step of the way. So easy enough. We've got that laid out for you guys. It's in band. I'll send it to you after this as well. AI and efficiency. So it has never been easier to draft text, letters, marketing, plans, emails. Who here has an iPhone? Go into your text and just pull up my name real quick. Go into your text with me. And just write something like, hey, I'm really excited about 2025. What kind of stuff should I do? I really like X, Y, Z. How do I implement this? Just write something simple. It's fine. Yeah, to me. Everybody who has an iPhone. But don't send it. Don't send it. Copy and paste it back in there if you already sent it. Don't send it. Does everybody look at the bottom right? I think it's the bottom right or the bottom left. Do we see that little weird looking orb thing?
What orb thing?
You didn't write enough.
What was it? Well, I didn't really.
Oh, you guys might not have downloaded it yet, and I'll teach you how to download it.
I don't have it.
You don't have it either? Okay. Has anybody clicked on Apple Intelligence yet? It's been out for a couple months. No? Okay, go to your settings. Go to your settings. Can I borrow your phone? You want efficiency? Where's settings? Okay, you're going to go to settings. You're going to go to the top. You see the little search bar? Intelligence. I can't remember what I did to do it. Go to text. Just type in text.
Oh my God, there's so much stuff here. Whoever knew all this was here.
Siri responses. Siri. I can't find it. Hold on. Let me Google it. Can I go on your Safari? Yeah. How to turn on Apple Intelligence. All right, so go to your iPhone settings. Wow, thanks. Select Apple Intelligence.
There we go.
In Siri, and then go to your iPhone settings. Hold on. Let me go into Apple's. It might have been the most. You guys are slacking.
I'm afraid to update, man. I killed my phone. I don't want to buy it.
Okay, ensure your device is running iOS. All right, everybody upgrade to iOS 18.1 or more or later. And then it says select Apple Intelligence here. Let me see here. That's okay. They make it difficult on purpose. Okay. How do I see which one you're running? Let me see. Apple. Hmm. All right. This is getting more complex than I wanted it to. Homework for you guys. Google how to turn on Apple Intelligence. I'd show you on my phone, but it's recording. So what it will do, the same thing in your email as well. So before you send an email, has anybody noticed that in their email? You can click a little button and it'll rewrite your email for you. Yes. You can write in there, hey, John, I'm super upset that this happened. You know, you can write a whole long thing that's very informal, and then you click one button and it'll rewrite it completely professional. That's in your email, that's in your Apple Intelligence, in your text. So you talk about efficiency, right? So what I've been doing is like, who here does voice to text while they're on the road? Yeah, me too. So before I send it, right, because we always send it and we're like, oh crap, I totally messed that up, right? Before you send it, touch the little Apple Intelligence button, it'll fix it for you. It'll rewrite it and it asks you, do you want it to be concise? Do you want it to be happy? Do you want it to be professional? Do you want it to be exciting? You know, it'll ask you what kind of tone you want it to have, and it'll completely rewrite it for you. AI efficiency. Who here is using ChatGPT? Sort of. I encourage you to use it every day. For your texts that you send to clients, for your emails that you send, for your business plan, for your content that you're shooting on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. It's never been easier to do things, right? Like I built out a whole course in a weekend using ChatGPT. You joined it, I think. I think you joined it, yeah. So you did too. So I have to shoot all the content, right? I got to film it. That's what we're doing right now. But I made all the text content for it. Every chapter, every page, I made all the text content for it in one weekend through ChatGPT. I've tried this before. So hard to do. It took me weeks and only got like a quarter of the way done, right? It's never been easier now than it has been now to get those texts done, to build out those courses, to build out your content plan. You can use it for literally anything and everything. So the most basic, and some of you are more advanced and you're like, oh, ChatGPT, really? But some of you aren't even using ChatGPT. So download the app, ChatGPT. Does anybody have where they can say, hey, Siri, open up ChatGPT, or hey, ChatGPT? Does anybody have that downloaded on their phone? No, you guys are slacking, man. You guys are slacking. My phone's recording what I tell you. So, all right, for AI, you beginners, download ChatGPT on the App Store and play with it. Just play with it. Talk to it, write text into it, ask it questions. It'll tell you everything it's capable of. So, for starters, ChatGPT, play with it. AI, another, for some of you who are a little more advanced, who are creating content. There's apps like Caption and CapCut. Caption and CapCut for editing videos. Who here wants to make an AI avatar of themselves where they could just print out videos nonstop if they wanted to? Just you? The only one? No one wants to make an avatar of themselves? Okay, so there's a really cool, it is literally you. Yes, you can create it. No, I'm sorry. You can create, it actually looks like you. It actually sounds like you. Real life, it literally, you're watching, it looks like you're making a video. I do. You guys want to see an example? So, Michelle, can you tell me if I'm still recording? Cool. Screen mirroring. I'll show you guys the example later. So, for the avatar, hey, Jen. Avatar. It costs money. It does cost money, but it is the freakiest, coolest thing you will ever do. It is so crazy. You can, hear me out. You shoot the video of yourself, you upload your avatar, it talks like you, it looks like a real life version of you shooting a video. You go to ChatGPT, you have ChatGPT write you the scripts, you plug the script into your avatar, and now you can literally you can make 500 videos a day. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Cost. You did the avatar? Yeah.
I forgot how I got there.
Yes.
You don't do that frequently.
Right. Yes. Well, so the AI thing is it's very easy to get behind. It's very easy to lose track. You guys want to be ahead of everybody else, you got to mess with AI every day. You got to jump in there. Hey, Jen. Heygen. Hey, Jen for your avatar. And then you use ChatGPT to write the scripts. Right? This is literally like rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Hey, Jen for avatar. Does anybody else have any cool AI stuff that they've stumbled across? No? Opus clips. Opus clips. Yeah, good one.
What happens when you do that? Like, all of a sudden it just creates a video that's you using the script and it looks like you're somewhere saying something.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's how it works, right? Okay, let's say you have your home office, or maybe you want to do it here. Up to you. Do it in your car, wherever you want. But create a little space that looks cool. It's pleasing to the eye. You've got good lighting. And you're going to set up your video camera on a tripod or maybe on your desk or whatever. And you've got to blab for 2 minutes straight. Hi, my name is Ian, born and raised in St. Cloud, blah, blah, and you're just going to talk to it for 2 minutes and then use kind of moderate hand gestures for 2 minutes. And you can say anything you want. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. It'll prompt you on exactly how to do it. But you create that video, you upload it into HeyGen. Now, whatever that background that you had is going to be your background for those videos when you use that avatar. For I don't think so. Yeah. But so now what you do is after that uploads and processes, now you have a blank avatar who's sitting there like this. And it looks like you. And if you hit sample, it'll sound like you. It's the craziest thing. And it has your hand gestures. It has your facial expressions. You can say, translate, make ChatGPT write you a script and then say, write it in Mandarin. And copy and paste that. Or write it in Spanish, more likely. Copy and paste that. You can create multiple avatars. Create multiple avatars with multiple scenes. You can do the avatars through HeyGen. You can also do the avatars through captions as well. Yeah, you can do it through captions as well. HeyGen is a little more expensive, but you get a little bit better of an avatar. Captions is a little bit cheaper, still costs money. Now, Devin mentioned Opus. Opus Clips is what it's called. Is for like long form content, like your podcast, or maybe you just want to pull up your camera and just rant. Like this video here. This is a 30-minute video. There's going to be some clips that are good, some parts of it that are bad. But if I plug this into Opus, what Opus will do is it'll find the best things that I said It'll make a short clip, a 30-second clip. It'll put the captions, it'll put emojis, it'll do all these different things, and it'll make it a short little video for me to post. And it has a grading system. So if I plug this video in, it'll give me 10 different clips, 15 different clips, grading them, 99, 98, 90, 87, 70, 60, 50. And obviously the one with the higher score is what Opus thinks is the best clip with the best hook, with the best content, with the best call to action, all that stuff. So Opus Clips is a good one too. This is pay to play. AI is pay to play. There's not a lot of free AI out there, not good ones. So if you're gonna use AI 100%, it's worth it. If you're gonna have a strategy around using it. Any other questions about AI? Who said buyers? Buyers? What specifically about buyers are you thinking? Is that, for 2025, is that what you want to focus on? Generating buyer leads. Okay. Buyer leads. Who wants to weigh in? Where do buyer leads come from? Open houses? Cold calls, events. Yep. Sphere of influence, yes. Grocery store, having conversations. Social media. You're already doing social media. So hustle those. Buyer leads, so there's different types of buyer leads, right? You've got paid buyer leads, and you've got earned buyer leads, right? The ones you went out and generated yourself. So when we're talking about paid leads, we're talking about leads from Realtor.com, leads from Zillow, leads from Lofty, leads from Facebook, there's so many different lead companies out there that are selling leads. My philosophy on generating the leads is you want as many opportunities as possible. So if you go to Zillow, Zillow's going to charge you $700 a lead. So how many opportunities are you going to generate? Well, it depends on your budget, right? But let's just say 2 a month. I mean, if you're going to spend $1,400 a month, $1,400 a month at Realtor.com gets you 50 leads a month, 40 leads a month, 30 leads a month. $1,400 on Lofty gets you 60 leads a month, 70 leads a month. Facebook, even more, so on and so forth, right? My philosophy is you want to generate as many opportunities as possible, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. You want to be, I would say, if you're going to pay one of the top companies, go Realtor.com. That's where I've had the best luck. Realtor.com. That's where I've had the best luck. They're roughly about $40-ish a lead. Zillow, like I said, is like $500, $600, $7 a lead. And they're the same conversion. I've done both. I've paid more money than probably anyone you know in internet leads. Up front. Now, everybody write down upnest.com. Upnest, UPNEST, upnest.com. So Upnest was bought out by Realtor. Upnest was bought out by Realtor.com. They are a referral-based company. So, and they are probably one of the better ones that I've seen. Realtor.com is roughly about $40-ish a lead, $40 to $60 a lead. Per lead per month. Yes. Yes. Say that again. Internet leads are less than a dime a dozen. They are roughly about a 3% conversion ratio. So you have to treat every lead like it's one of those 3% leads in order to do 3%. So out of 100 leads, you're going to get 3. Right? Out of 33 leads, you're going to get 1 who's a good lead. But you have to treat every lead like they're a good lead, like they're a hot lead. And when it comes to those, no matter if it's paid or earned leads, no matter what type of buyer lead you get, the most important thing is what? Speed of the lead. Speed of the lead. Studies show that after 2 minutes, your likelihood of landing a internet lead drops by like 90 something percent. So, but if you call in the first 2 minutes, they just applied, they just put their information in, they're probably on their phone or their computer, they're interested right now, they haven't started another conversation, right? So that's why you want to call, whatever, if you're going to pay for leads, it's all about you being super quick to the lead and then putting them through a conversion plan. So you want to have a 10-day conversion plan and then a nurture conversion plan for long-term leads. So it was a 3% conversion ratio for internet leads within 6 months, 3%. And then it was another it was somewhere in the teens, I can't remember off the top of my head, over the course of 2 years, if you nurture them properly. Does that make sense? When I say nurture, I mean call them, text them, email, drip campaign them every month, every week, every year. Send them a Christmas letter, a New Year's letter, a Happy Easter, that kind of stuff, right? So buyer leads versus earned leads, right? We just talked about the paid leads for buyer leads. Where do leads come from? So you can either spend your money or your time, right? You can spend your money or your time. So in the beginning of your career, you're going to have more, typically, you're going to have more time than you'll have money. So you got to spend your time to generate business, to generate leads. You do that by social media sphere of influence. You do that by the open houses. You do that by the door knocking and the prospecting and the conversations. As your career progresses, you will spend more and more money generating and scaling your leads in your business. So open houses, social media. For me, my biggest lead gen asset is social media. That's where my buyer leads come from for the most part, is from social media. Me shooting those walkthrough videos, me talking about credit and loans and sending cold direct messages and that kind of thing. So earned, so for buyers, you have paid versus earned. Who here plans on paying for buyer leads in 2025? Does anybody plan on paying for buyer leads in 2025? No? Okay. Moving on. Last but not least, we have networking. I said networking. Brooke? You were networking? So it just brings me back to that analogy or that thought process of having that imaginary box over your head. It's all about conversations. It's all about being in the right rooms. Stop going to realtor events. Just stop. Don't do any more of those. Okay? That's not doing anything for you, right? But if you were going to financial advisory events or, I don't know, credit repair events or golf club events or doctor events or, community events, you want to make it, I would say, for those of you who are not really into networking, who haven't done much of it, start with one a month. Make sure you get out of your comfort zone and go to one networking event every month. And it's all about getting other people's information. It's about making a connection and building a relationship with other people. Don't hand out a business card and go, hey, call me. I did that. I must have burned through, when I first started, I got 1,000 business cards. I must have burned through 1,000 of them within the first couple of months. Okay. We'll get those ordered for you. So, yes, right. And has it got you anything? Has it got you anything? Not really, right? Right. To the cashier, to the waiter, to everybody you meet, to the person walking their dog, right? So it's not enough to just give out your information. You have to get information in return. So for networking, I like, for starters, Eventbrite. Anybody heard of Eventbrite? Eventbrite.com. I think it's also an app. Eventbrite is a place for you to find things going on in the community, find events. So Let's say it's getting closer to the end of the month and you haven't gone to an event or to a networking thing yet. Go to eventbrite.com and you can type in St. Cloud or Kissimmee, Orlando, wherever you're at, and you can find all of the events that are going on in the community for that week, for that month. So use Eventbrite to find events. And then I like Popple. I think I spelled it right. Or Insta. So when sharing information, I don't even give out my card anymore. I really don't. Like giving my card out is like a P-O-P. I don't think there's an E. I think it's P-O-P-L, Popple. So that is a digital business card where it's like a QR code on your phone. So let's say you meet someone, hey, David, it's a pleasure meeting you, blah, blah, blah. Here's my QR code, scan it. He scans it. Before he can get your information, he has to type in his information. And then it saves it in the CRM in Popple. Yeah. And if you're going to an event, you can pre-program, you can say, financial advisory event. And then everybody you meet that within that period of time will go into that little file within Popple. Does that make sense? I like Popple. I mostly just use Instagram. I mostly just try to funnel people into my Instagram. Because like I said, I don't use Instagram to necessarily generate leads. I use Instagram to convert people, to convert relationships. So every time I meet somebody, I send them to my Instagram. I say, hey, what's your Instagram? And I pull it up on Instagram. And then I find I say, what is it? What's your user? And I type it in. And then I go to their page, I follow them, and I like a bunch of stuff. And I comment them. And then I send them a little DM and say, hey, it's Ian. Pleasure to meet you. And then now when they log into Instagram, they're going to see all my notifications. And they're going to follow me back, hopefully. But that way, it's all about gathering their information, right? It's all about building a connection, a relationship, and then gathering their information. Try to do one per month. For those of you who are advanced, you're already kind of doing those, the process, you've got that kind of part of your business plan, go for 2 a month. Go for 2, every other week. Try to look for a networking event. At the end of the day, it's all about conversations. It's all about conversations. Who here has a business plan for 2025? Anybody have a business plan yet for 2025? You have one?
I'm gonna take my 2024 and change the numbers.
Okay, all right. Well, if your goals have changed, if things have changed, which they probably have for most of us, right? Every year we're changing, we're evolving. Go into ChatGPT. Go into ChatGPT. You can type it in or you can voice to text it to ChatGPT, which is what I do. It's easier. Say, I'm a real estate agent in Central Florida. I really want to focus on whatever you guys wrote down. Did anybody write anything down?
I wasn't sure if this was for the future or past achievements.
My achievements and accomplishments. I don't know. Let's ask Brooke. Not sure. Things I want to improve on, goals for this year, that kind of stuff. That's most important. Your achievements are going to be things you've achieved already. Yeah. So go into ChatGPT. Say, here's my goals. Here's my plan. Here's what I want to focus on. Write me a business plan for 2025. And I want you to write this down. Base it off of lead and lag measures. Everybody got it? So just write ChatGPT. Write me a business plan. Write me a business plan for 2025. And you've got to tell ChatGPT you're a real estate agent in Central Florida. Right? Make sure you tell it. The more information you give ChatGPT, the better it's going to give you a response. Write me a business plan for 2025. I'm a real estate agent in Central Florida. I want to focus on, you said farming, right? Yes. And you said expireds. And you said expireds as well. And I forgot what you said. You said nothing because you were late. You said Instagram. It's a good excuse. You said AI and efficiency. David, you said Instagram. Write me a business plan based off of this. Use lead and lag measures from the book, The 4 Disciplines of Execution. It's all about execution. So the key there was use lead and lag measures from the book, The 4 Disciplines of Execution. So that's what we're going to tell ChatGPT to do for us. And then, is it fair enough, since you guys are here, I can expect you to be in the office next week for a one-on-one? I want to go over your business plan with you next week, Monday or Tuesday. Whatever day you want, Monday or Tuesday, anytime. Okay. Fair enough? All you guys will be here next week with a ChatGPT written out business plan? Come on, I'm not asking for much here. Not asking for much. I'm not even asking you to do the work. Just
Is there an app that can do that for me?
there is. I'm glad you asked. ChatGPT. All right, Monday or Tuesday next week, 101 guys. This year, I want to get inspired real quick. I want to hear what everybody's goal is. What is your income goal for 2025? I want to get inspired. Who's comfortable sharing their income goal for 2025? Yeah, your income goal. GCI 100K. 100K.
I'll be happy with 75. That'll be a milestone.
75K? I like that. I was going to say 100K. I'm uninspired. I said I want to be inspired. Are you even inspired? Are you even inspired by your own goal? You're in an industry where the income potential is limitless. That's a better number. I like that. You said multi-million? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4? 1.5 million? I love it. That's inspiring. I love that. Where do you land?
I would definitely like to do 6 figures.
Is that inspiring?
But
You inspired by
if
it?
I double my GCI this year, I'd be pretty inspired. Which would be like 75.
Okay.
But I'd like to get $1 million listing. That's the goal.
So 75 wants $1 million listing, breaking into the luxury market. Where you landed? What's your goal?
Oh, I need 8,000 a month to stay alive, so maybe
100K a year?
12,000 a month to have extra money to do stuff.
140,000?
140.
Okay. What do you guys got? Income goal.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm breaking out here of the shell, so
It's okay.
my first goal is to lose my fear of in the real estate, okay, and then sell some homes. So
Sell some homes.
yes,
All right.
please tell me.
That's,
Yes,
hey,
that's aspiration.
here's what they say. You want to have your goals specific, measurable, attainable, relatable, and timely. So I encourage you before Monday or Tuesday to come up with an actual dollar amount. And obviously the time frame is before 2026. All right? Because then it's specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's relatable, and it's timely. What do you got?
Well, since I'm working with the team, we're going to do this together. But I'm looking to make a lot of money.
Okay.
Yeah, put a number.
Good. Same thing. Work together, come up with a number. It's called a SMART plan, a SMART goal. Specific, measurable, attainable, relatable, and timely. Javier, do you have an income goal for this year? 100K? Okay. You got an income goal? 80K? All right. Does it get you out of bed in the morning?
Oh, yeah.
Gets you going? Does that goal? Yeah. Now I can use that against him. Is that what I encourage you guys to do is make sure your goal, that number, gets you to do the extra rep. Right? When you've knocked on 50 doors, you go, I'm tired, I'm done. I want your goal to kick in, and I want you to go, one more rep, one more set of 50, one more open house, stay for an extra hour, right? It ends at 4, but you stayed till 5. You stayed till 6. Yeah. You made 200 calls a day. You feel like you've done a lot, right? I've made 200 calls, probably 200 more calls than everybody else in my office. Make 200 more calls because you're inspired by your goal, because it burns from within you to accomplish that goal. All right? Monday, Tuesday, everybody schedule a one-on-one with me and have that business plan ready. Thank you guys for coming today. I'll be here for a little bit. Let me know if you need anything. All right? Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to send you a Calendly link. It's anytime you want throughout the day. Yep. Tuesday, except for 12:30.
I don't know if they already made our business plan.
Okay. I believe they did.